Then what size?
This one's from Jeremy in Wisconsin. And it says, Tuffy brand coffee is the best coffee in the world. Thanks for the grift.
Anyway, I'm going to find out who this quartering character is. And when I do, he's going to get a bit of the old ice troll treatment.
From loathing Brie Larson to being the unofficial #1 fan site for Brie Larson.
How about a handshake? You're going to give me your jacket, your helmet, and your motorcycle, and in return, I'm going to let you keep your hand.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday. How are y'all doing? It's been a long week. Been a real long week, boys. Been a real long week. It's actually nice out today, but it's storming. There's some thunder and lightning. But, you know, it's still good. Still a good day. Still a good day. Lots to do. Lots of shipping to do. This week was, I don't know. This week sucked balls. Like, it was just really, it just felt like it was never going to end. Now I've got a play to go to tomorrow. I'm going to try to stay completely offline as much as I can. Try and, try and just unplug a little bit. Burnout has been kind of real, you know? The blueberry coffee cobbler is so good. Yeah, it's by far our top seller. It's like not even close. Let's see. Yeah, we got to use a little unplugging. Yeah, I think so. Crack some packs. I do have a box opening to do. Right here, but I don't know if I'm gonna live stream it or not. Okay, bro says Jeremy Hambley from the Jeremy Hambley channel and Jeremy from the Quarter. I need to team up and explain to my wife why Coffee Brand coffee is not coffee. Well, the coffee's in your mind. You know? She keeps telling me it's an experience. I keep telling her, nah, babe, that's Jeremy in a cup. That's right. 2 Jeremys, 1 cup. I'm your main consumer of the Silky Dark Roast. Yeah, the Silky Dark Roast, our 004, or the Ultra Silky is really popular too. It was only supposed to be a temporary one. Canberra, oh, she keeps telling me it's an experience. Out there. Yeah, I mean, it can be both. It can be both. Tex Vet says, hey, Jared, brother, been sharing some links for the horrible shenanigans going on in Texas. Worse than Michigan. Any chance we'll be working to spread the word? I truly believe Texas will be the next blue state if no action. Yeah, email me at thequartering@gmail.com. That's probably the best way because I sort my stories there. Or if you're in like the members Discord, just DM it to me. Guarana says, as a former Five Guys GM, Mayfair location is the model location in Wisconsin. Go there. Okay. I will go there. I will go there Sunday. I will go there Sunday. All right. Oh, boys. I gotta just be honest with you. I am flipping burnt out. I am so burnt out this week. Brought back Steven voiceover to help me manage the load with shorts and stuff like that. Like, I know people hate shorts and blah, 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 but it's a requirement, you know? So I'm going to try to just take it easy tonight. Do my box openings. I'm all caught up on Unsleeved Media. And I think I have like 50 videos set to publish there. So that channel could be an autopilot for the next couple weeks. And then I'm going to finish. I have another set over there for Jeremy Hambly because I have a personal channel, but it's just this channel with a different overlay. So I invested the time and money into just doing an actual set for that. Text said, I'll DM it, then I've had it in the video suggestion area. Didn't want to swamp your personal DMs. Yeah, you can just send them there. Burnt out and for sitting and talking for a few hours. You're right. It is. My job is super easy, but the idea that anybody could do it or that it doesn't drain you is nonsense, you know? It's just like the constant news cycle, the constant, barrage of stuff. That's why I'm really glad that, like, now I have 3 editors, so like I'll have them to lighten the load for me. Then I don't have to. I just upload the videos raw to them, and then they just handle the rest. Allows me to be more effective, do more videos. The worst job-related injury is Jeremy will have hemorrhoids from sitting. Do you get hemorrhoids from sitting down? Is that where you get them from? I've only known one person that ever had them, and he was like 18 and he had a hemorrhoid. I thought they were caused by something else. Like you're like predisposed to getting them. Like it's a thing, like pregnant women get them. I don't know why, but thoughts on the new Scream movie? Scream or Scary Movie? I'm kind of out. I haven't seen any of the newer Scream movies. Maybe I could watch them and get caught up because they have like 6 or 7 of them, I think. Hemorrhoids come from being constipated and pushing hard while taking a big poop. Well, I don't have that problem. Yeah, okay. So let's talk about, Friday. It's Friday. It's going to be a chill show. Because, that's what we do. Do you think if I sign up and do some of this tactical training with Luke, he's going to talk about the files? Talk about me in the files? I don't know. Probably. All right. Doobie-doo. He won't even joke about a foot page anymore. He's so stressed out. Who, me? I joke about stuff. Yesterday's show was... Yesterday was a fun show, right? Like, yesterday was pretty chillaxed. Pretty, I thought yesterday was pretty chill. They're making fun of you on Twitter again. I'll live. Twitter isn't real life. Well, I did step in it with the Dave Smith thing. I know that. And I just don't actually give a shit about that. You know, in all of my world, like in you know, I don't just sit at home. I go out and I meet people, I talk to people, you know. 410,000 followers on X. I've literally never met somebody in real life that's like, I follow you on X, or like, oh, I disagree with something you said on X. Can you have Casey push on? Help Ohio, not give Vivek. I don't know. I have trouble booking some of these guys. Like Brendan Herrera, I asked him to come on the show. He didn't come on. But, you know, we'll see. Buy the fall foot calendar. Oh, am I in a foot calendar? Main event, Mark says, 5-year fan of the show, fellow Midwesterner. Ohio's data center scam caused my electric bill to skyrocket. Whoa! I'm a humble content creator. Would love a shout out at Marks on Media, both on YouTube and Rumble. Shout out Marks on Media. I saw some people talking about like electricity bills going on. You're also like 7'12", so most people probably don't confront you. Yeah, that's probably it. You know. All right. Let's see. So we have the Epstein files getting released. And it is absolutely like it's a total nothing burger. It was like I follow your ex for personal pics. Oh, ex. I was like the last ex-girlfriend I had was like when I was 17. So these files come out and the entire left-wing media is like, oh my God, Trump has been implicated. Oh my God, Trump's been. Turns out it was some crazy broad who said in 1980, 5 years before Trump ever even met Epstein, in a state where Epstein never even lived or is tied to, raped her, and then Donald Trump forced her to give him a blowjob, but she bit his dick off, basically. Like, and she submitted this claim right before the 2020 election. So she's just a crazy. By the way, there was never an investigation. She also didn't qualify. There were 130 women or 130 people that got paid out from like the Epstein Survivor Fund. You know, like 130 people qualified for payouts from the Epstein Survivor Fund, and she did not even qualify for that. Her story was completely fabricated, and now it's on every major left-wing website. And the reason is because of Pam Bondi. Because Pam Bondi held the file back. So now the media gets to run with this for the next month. If Pam Bondi would have just released this all 6 months ago, we would have already dealt with it and moved on. Now this gets to be Donald Trump implicated in the files. Donald Trump's in the files. How is he in the files? Some totally crazy person made up a total, complete, verifiably false claim about him 40 years after the fact. 40 years after the fact. 40 years after the fact. She alleged that when she was 13 and 15, she was with Jeffrey Epstein in South Carolina, where he never even was. And then Donald Trump made her blow him, but she bit the shit out of his dick, and then he pulled her hair, apparently. Never happened. Now, I'm not saying it isn't possible that she was abused. All right. It's entirely possible that she was abused. It's possible. But it wasn't by Donald Trump and it wasn't by Jeffrey Epstein. She's just crazy. Allegedly, it happened in 1983. By the way, there's no indication that Epstein ever even lived in South Carolina, as she claimed. And there's no evidence he had even known Trump in 1983. The earliest acknowledgement of the two knowing each other was 1987, 4 years before they ever met. Like a complete fabricated nonsense money grab lie by a crazy person. But because Pam Bondi bungled them, it looks like she was holding them back. Hey, Baba. Now it looks like, hey, Boblicious. Mr. Hockey. So now it looks like she was trying to cover for him. When she should have just put it out 6 months ago and said, yeah, there's this one reference. The FBI investigated it. By the way, she made the claim in 2020. So Joe Biden's administration and Joe Biden's FBI had 4 years to investigate the claim, and they themselves found it not credible. Okay. Like, Pam should be fired for this because now Trump is getting dragged again when she should have just released it 8 months ago. Now it's we're leading into midterms, and now the media is going to be like, well, Trump was credibly accused in the Epstein files. That's the word they're going to use. Because that's just how this is going to go. You know, it's like Pam Bondi has just got to go. She's got to go. Oh, in 1983, this thing happened. It did? Well, I can't prove any of it. Give me money. She's suing too, by the way, for money. Of course, because of course. Let's do a little bit of a change of topic. A little bit of fun. Okay? A little bit of fun. Hey, Hucky. He's mad because it's raining out. Noam, Dan, Cash, Bonnie have all destroyed Trump's legacy as president. Slowcat. Well, he's got 3 years left. He could still fix it, but I do think he needs more changes. You know, he definitely needs more. He needs more changes. Hey, Ruby. All right, let's get to this. Boy, oh boy, do I have a story for you all today. You know, with all the blackpilling going on and all the, just constant barrage of stressful things, I think sometimes you get away from what got you here. And what got me here was dunking on crazy people and looking at absolute insanity and pointing and laughing at it, because we all need a break every once in a while. Leave a like on the video if you could use a break every once in a while. And I've got 2 videos here that are so appalling. Even like as a fact, they offend me deeply and they make me want to get onto the treadmill. Like as the left would say, man of size. All right. It is absolutely insane. And we're going to get into that after a super quick word from this video's sponsor, Private Internet Access, which you guys don't have to see. All right, let's start here. This is real content from a real person. I have to assume that there's some sort of fetish attached to this. Some sort of weird, like, this is somebody's real face. All right? This is 1 minute of pure, unadulterated, make me want to go on a diet, makes me want to work out even more.
So you already know that I'm a fat girl who...
Okay, yes. Again, as a fat, I can say it. All right. She's wearing a sticker that says NADC Burger. I don't know what that is.
Loves to eat, so let's eat at Not a Damn Chance Burger.
She likes to eat. She likes to eat.
What happens when you get a Michelin star chef and a professional skateboarder in the room together? You get
Why does she do that with her eyes? Is that the ahego, the Japanese thing? Is that what she's trying to do? Like, what is interesting? Like, she gets some sort of pleasure from this when she eats? It's just not healthy. I'm not making fun of her as a person. I'm just saying it's not healthy. It's not like, and the fact that we're like, if you go on like YouTube and stuff like that, it won't let you promote videos that are like about being super thin. Places like TikTok and stuff like that also won't let you promote like thin-spiration videos. But these videos are still promoted, and it's dangerous.
an amazing burger joint. I started out strong with some sodas. Lemon lime was my first choice, and then it was the cane cola. And all I'm gonna say is the cane cola is top tier.
2 sodas before lunch. Okay.
Then it was time for the main event, and of course for our fries, we got the beast mode fries. It's beef.
Is fries. Eat. Maybe she should be a metal singer. Maybe.
Tallow fries, topped with the special sauce, cheese, jalapeno relish.
What is with the what? How do you even do that with your eyes? How do you make your eyes go different directions?
And pickles. And
Pickles.
they really were delectable. Then
The burgers look good. I can tell you this much. I can tell you this much. It looks better than the Arch Deluxe burger. It looks better than the Arch Deluxe burger.
it was time for the Not a Damn Chance burger, and it has everything a good cheeseburger needs. 2 beef wagyu patties.
Beef Wagyu. First of all, this is one of my biggest complaints about the food industry right now. There's a lot of people who talk about, oh, it's Wagyu. No, it's not. They use the term Wagyu because it's a mix. If it's not like Japanese A5 Wagyu, they are overcharging you. Like, I've had A5 Wagyu before. You can't really eat a lot of it. It's so rich. Like, when I go to my favorite steakhouse, I'll eat like 3 slices of it, and that's it. When these steak places or whatever, they say it's a Wagyu burger, it's usually American Wagyu or like Australian Wagyu, but it's not. It's just an excuse to charge you more for a product that isn't actually Wagyu.
Grilled
Did I say Wagyu enough time? Wagyu.
onions, cheese, and bread. I absolutely loved this burger. And if you have
Oh, gotta get the cookie.
room, they have homemade chocolate chip cookies for dessert. So all I have to say is definitely try Not a Damn Chance burger in Westwood.
She was paid for this. Flooded again. God, I'm ready. I mean, like, this is like this guy. But like, again, just another woman shows off her coffee of the day. The coffee alone exceeds the amount of calories that should be consumed in an entire day. This lady used to make her, quote, water of the day, and it was just straight packets of flavoring powder and sweet syrup. At a certain point, this is no longer coffee, and you can't claim to be a coffee lover while drinking terrible instant coffee and covering up the taste with sugar. Look, if you're actually a coffee lover, here's what I want you to do. Go to that browser after the video and type cbcamazon.com. Charlie Bravo Charlie Amazon.com. You won't, I mean, all this stuff ships free overnight. All of our K-Cups, whole bean and ground. You're not going to need to do, oh, look, there's only 1 left in stock of apple strudel. I'm going to need to get more there. Our 5-pounders are on the way. Everything's been in stock there. cbcamazon.com. Let's take a look at the coffee of the day. Okay, there's music, so I can't play that, but we're just gonna watch the video. So I don't know how many gallons this cup is, but it's many gallons. And she starts with putting, let's look at caramel, a lot of caramel sauce. Oh, and putting the caramel sauce on the side. This is like when I used to work in the office, all the girls there would get coffees like this, and they would be like, oh my God, I keep gaining weight. I can't figure it out. Slurp. And they would not just have like a small coffee like this. They would have like the giganto super mega bucket size coffee. Like, oh my God, I just keep getting overweight. I can't get my calories under control. All right, so that is okay. Oh my God. So that is what could only be described as almost an entire bottle of caramel sauce. Okay. She's making coffee. Now, if she whips out a bag of coffee brand coffee, my tone may turn, but let's see here. What else goes into her coffee? A glass of water and... Dude! Instant coffee? Oh my God. She put $7 in caramel sauce, and she's using instant coffee. Why? And it's great value, classic roast, instant coffee. It is like, look, if you drink instant coffee, I'm not shaming you, but literally this is the worst coffee you can buy on the planet. Maybe if she drank better coffee, that might be, a little better. Let's see. All right. Okay. Oh, she got one of those things. What do they call them? Emulsifiers? Those are kind of nice. Now, again, if she started with good coffee, she wouldn't need to put... And what you're really getting with this caramel or caramel is it's just all sugar. It's just a bunch of sugar. That's all she's putting in there. All right. This is a 3-minute video. We got to skip ahead here. She puts... Okay, so it's not even a full cup of coffee. What else is going in here? Oh my God. International Delight flavor creamer. So more sugar. What the... As a coffee man, again, CBC, Amazon.com. She put more creamer in there than coffee. This is not a coffee. This is diabetes in a glass. It's not even... And then she's putting more in. Oh, I like how she's like, well, I have to measure this out. And then half and half too? Oh my God. Why? So she does this so she gets a froth? What is happening? What else is going in this coffee? Okay. So she puts that as a froth on top. This can't be done. The coffee can't be done. What else goes in? Oh, and more. She used the whole bottle of this caramel. Why? She didn't even taste it. She doesn't know how sweet it is. Send RFK to her house immediately. Bee drizzle. Oh, it's sugar-free. Okay. Sugar-free caramel. I'm not even sure what that is because caramel is literally sugar. Caramelized. She's got to get chocolate in this. There's no way there's no chocolate chips going in here. There's no way there's not chocolate. Oh. It's like a concrete. Why? No. This woman needs to go to CBCAmazon.com and get real coffee. She didn't even put Bailey's in it or Jack Daniels. No. Stop promoting this content, TikTok. It's not healthy and it's triggering to me. I don't even understand how we got here. How did we get here with coffee? I am triggered. I am triggered. I guess it won't be long. I suppose that's one thing you could say. It won't be long. Okay, just telling the editor. I worked at Menards, and a boy that liked me used to bring a coffee and Jack every morning. Well, that's based. I used to work at Menards too. Do you know why I worked at Menards? They paid their cashiers like $13 an hour on the weekends, or maybe it was 10 or 12. I hated that job, but it was like it paid double what I made at Best Buy. So I quit at Best Buy and I just worked at Menards. My favorite pastime at Menards was catching all the Mexican contractors stealing. Like, yeah, save big money at Menards. I made really good money there for a cashier. Now, I don't know if that's still the case. That was 20 years ago. This is your life. Did I say what? Save big money at Menards? That's what everyone said when I was a kid. Cars in my time says, after getting the card months late, I can safely say, I'll never buy a thing from you after the super chat. Have fun, dude. Bad all around. I'll be blocked from chat anyway, just like every other negative commenter. I'm not sure. I mean, you're 1,000% welcome to refund that super chat. I'm not sure. I mean, those thank you cards were late. I 1,000% admit that. But I literally sent a picture and a Valentine's Day card and hand signed everything. I'm not sure what you were expecting. Well, is it because the girls didn't sign it? Because that is a fair criticism. But I think, you know, it's a fair criticism that those cards were late. But I went through and personally signed all of them and included a Valentine's Day card in there. So I'm not. I felt like that was going to be. I felt like that was going to be enough. But if not, cars in my time, I do apologize. And actually, on top of that, I'm happy to refund. If you email me, I'm happy to refund your donation. That I'm assuming it was for the Amfest thing. I'm also 1,000% happy to just email me, and I will refund your whatever you donated. I'm happy to refund it. I'm sorry you feel that way, and I do apologize. Roadkill said, I just picked a bag of your coffee, silky dark roast. Keep up the good work, brother. It is very good. That's probably my favorite. You know, he's definitely mad it was signed by you and not the girls. That's a fair complaint, though. I don't want to dunk on you. Like, I will seriously give you your money back. You know, like, just email me, bro. Like, it's totally fine if you're upset about that. You know, the problem was it was already late, and it was going to take another 2 months to get everyone to sign it. Melanie was getting married, and Hannah Claire was going back and forth out of state, and it was like, you know, it was a mess up. So if you really did, I do apologize. And not only will I refund your $10, but I'll refund whatever you donated. Yeah. Poor Luke, always forgotten. We're still waiting on the quartering coffee brand coffee bean farming game. That would be funny. So yeah, I'm waiting for you to reply, Cars. But yeah, dude, feel free to email. And I don't block negative people. I only block people shilling for other shows. I donated $500,000. When can I expect my check? Well, when I get your $500,000. So the silky dark roast is your favorite. It's my favorite. I like the flavored stuff too, but for like an everyday drink, I drink the silky ultra dark roast. K-Bro says, hey bro, love you wearing a cross. That's it. Awesome to watch your 2019 arc become Prey Skywalker over Rey Hijacker. Yeah, nice. I don't have it on today. Why are people so worried about that? Just because I normally put it on after I take a shower, and I got up late this morning, so I'm going to shower after the show. Then it'll be on. When I wear it out, people accuse me of being like a fake Christian. When I wear it in, people are mad that it's not out. It's a no-win situation. Let's see. Am I still going to Florida? Maybe. I'm definitely not moving there. I can tell you that much. I drink Colombian, and his dark roast whole beans is awesome, no lie. Well, if you like Colombian, our 003 roast is Colombian, by the way. All right, we'll get rid of the swamp donkey. Sorry. Sorry, guys. It was bad enough before, right? It was bad enough before. We're a third one, so it's visible from behind too. Yeah. This picture is a marginal improvement. That's true. It is only marginal. Jay says, I would have been blocked a long time ago if he was blocking negative comments. I'm highly critical. Yeah. Hey, look, there's a lot of people that are like literally only negative in the chat, and I don't block them. Sometimes I get sick of people like that one guy that one time, because everything all the time. But Jeremy, I'm a Christian and I have never worn any iconography. Seriously, don't let people tell you wrong for hiding, showing it. Yeah, I'm only kind of joking. Like, it doesn't actually make me mad. It's like kind of a weird thing that I noticed once I started wearing it, you know? I want to see a Viva quartering bowl off. Viva's actually pretty good at bowling. I think Viva's average is over 200, isn't it? I think his average is over 200. My average, I think, is like 180, 185. So he'd have to spot me some pins. If he really does bowl a lot, then he's registered with the USBC. So I will do a bowl off with him if he gives me the handicap, which is fair, right? Yeah, his average is about 200, right at 200. Yeah. So mine, I think after last week is like 179 or 184. Can't remember exactly. So if he spots me 20 pins, then I'll do it. My grandma's part of the 300 club. That's awesome. I was only close once. I had a 12 strike game. I had a 12 strike and 1 spare game. That was, I think, this year. The Texas vet says, my whole house goes through so much coffee. We go through 3 bags per order of the classic ground dark roast. I can't wait to be able to get my hands on some of the Kona eventually. My mother hasn't tried it yet. Yeah, the Kona's on the way. By the way, we sell 5-pound bags that are cheaper. I think the 5-pound bags are like $15 cheaper than buying 5 12-ounce bags. Our sergeant says, your relationship with God is yours and yours alone. What other people think about it can fuck off. Yeah, I appreciate that. That is soul crushing. Do you know why it wasn't soul crushing? It's because my open frame was in the 4th frame. So it wasn't so bad. I bowled a guy 2 years ago that had 12 strikes, and then his last ball was a 9. That is soul crushing. But you know what? He didn't even care. I was like, damn, dude, I'm sorry. He's like, I've had like 15 300 games, and I've probably had 100 299s. I'm like, oh, okay. But like, it was my best game ever. I think it was like a 270. I think it finished at 270 or 270 something. I think that is. But my spare was like in the third or fourth frame, so it's like I already knew I wasn't going to bowl a complete game or a perfect game. But that was my best game. This year I've had a couple of 250s. Had a couple of 250s this year. But my average is definitely like I've also had a couple of games that are right at like 120 or 130. Like I've definitely had a lot of bad games. How's your curling game? I've never done it. It looks fun though. Definitely looks fun. I do want to give a quick shout out somewhere here. Thought I had it. Where is this? Oh yeah, here it is. A big shout out to PDS Debt, sponsor for today's show. You see the headlines, read the stories, the impact shows up on your own numbers. Balances are rising, fees are piling up. That's when it's time for PDS Debt. Minimum payments are designed to stretch debt out for years, and PDS Debt has already helped hundreds of thousands reduce what they owe and take back control. Whether you're struggling with credit cards, personal loans, or medical bills, PDS Debt has custom options to help get you out of debt. They go beyond the numbers. And get a specialized plan to understand your unique financial situation and craft a personalized plan just for you. There's no minimum credit score required. They're here to help you save more and pay off your debt faster and start putting money back where it belongs, in your pocket. PDS Debt is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and boasts thousands of 5-star reviews on Google and holds a 5-star Trustpilot rating. Why? Because PDS Debt has helped hundreds of thousands of people get out of debt. Every month you wait costs you more in interest and fees, and the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. And I think if I had known about this product when I was just getting out of college and I had a lot of debt, I absolutely would have used it. So when the numbers are clear, act. Take back control in 30 seconds. Get your free personalized assessment and the best option for you at pdsdebt.com/quartering. That's pdsdebt.com/quartering, pdsdebt.com/quartering. Thanks for the sponsorship, PDS Debt. Yeah. What does Six do now? I don't know. I've reached out to Sticks. I don't want to make things worse for him. People say he's going through some stuff, but then, he kind of has a lot of haters. So you never really know. You kind of never really know if they're telling the truth or whatever the case is. Chat's always asking me about him. I don't know. I wish the best for him. I hope he finds Christ. P.S. I didn't mean you were... Oh, yeah, I know. You're good, dude. Never get a HELOC. Actually, a HELOC is a fine way. If you have, let's say, $10,000 in credit card debt and your average APR on the credit cards is 12% and your HELOC is at 5%, you're better off taking a HELOC and paying it off that way. But, you should talk to an actual expert, That's all I'll say. I absolutely love that a lot of the woke policies out there are backfiring. We see New York, they can't even remove the snow. There's all sorts of regret from everybody who actually elected Mamdani. He's talking about raising property taxes almost immediately, which is just going to go down to raising up rent for everyone that thought Mamdani was going to make rent free for them or something like that. San Francisco is another kind of failed state, although I will admit it does seem to be getting better. Some of the crime statistics and things of that nature are getting better for San Francisco. That's good. I don't think I'm interested in any way, shape, or form in visiting cities in which I'm told I have to leave my car windows open and my trunk open so meth heads won't break into my car and steal my stuff. Yesterday was kind of a hilarious elite meets, reality moment where the woke San Francisco mayor ended up getting attacked by some deranged lunatic. And I mean, these are his people. These are his policies. My name's Jeremy. This is on the Jeremy Hambly channel. So if you haven't yet, I have many channels, so you can subscribe or follow. It's available on all platforms. San Francisco Mayor Daniel Lowry's security detail attacked in Tenderloin. Cop left injured. San Francisco Mayor police security team was attacked Thursday near the edge of the Tenderloin, the city's most infamous drug-plagued neighborhood, leaving an officer injured from the chaotic street confrontation. The mayor, of course, was not hurt, which unfolded the event just before 6 p.m. near Cedar Street. One San Francisco Police Department officer assigned to Lowry's security detail was left panting and bleeding after he slammed his head during a struggle with the suspect. Here we have Mayor Lowry's car purportedly attacked in Tenderloin. SFPD bodyguard left hurt. Mayor Daniel's police security detail. See, like, most of us don't actually have, hopefully the cop will apologize. That's true. He'll probably get fired. But like most of these kind of nutbag people, normal people have to interact with them without a security detail. And that's, the rough part about it. His police detail was attacked at the edge of the Tenderloin on Thursday evening just before 6, according to the mayor and a police officer. The mayor was unharmed. One unidentified San Francisco police officer, who was also part of Lowry's security team and was in the black SUV used to ferry Lowry around alongside the mayor and his driver, were both hurt. He panted as he spoke to Mission Local and gave a statement to fellow police officers who responded to the scene. The officer said that 3 people blocked the car shortly before the attack and that Lowry hopped out to ask them to move. They began to comply, the officer told his fellow cops, but at some point, one man began talking gibberish. Well, I'm gonna take a guess that this is one of the many people that have relocated to San Francisco so they can enjoy drugs. That's my guess. The officer then intervened and asked the man to move out of the way. The man did at first, but then came at him. The officer held onto the man's upper body and fell back with the man on top of him, hit his head on the pavement as he fell. The mayor had been riding in his special security SUV around the plebes. Lowry jumped out of the vehicle. We actually have some video here. Here's the mayor just calmly walking away. The mayor's like, I'm not going to get in there and help this guy. I'm just going to leave my security detail all on his own to deal with this probably drug-addled lunatic. Look, he's going to body slam him. Ooh! He took him down. As always, the black man's pants fell off, because that's what happens. Actually, pretty bad security detail, I gotta say. He let that guy get the upper hand. The security detail is obviously much bigger, too. Nobody's jumping in to help him. These other 2 people are just standing there. The mayor walked away. The mayor just walked away and abandoned his security because he's brave.
Where did the mayor go?
Okay. Well, wait, did that one guy actually step up and help him? It looks like maybe this other guy, I can't tell. Lowry's driver, also police officer, was dealing with a different man at the scene. The officer did not appear to be injured. It's unclear whether the second man assaulted anyone, and the role of the third person mentioned by a police officer remains unclear. The suspected attacker was handcuffed at the scene and repeatedly yelled "F you" as officers arrested him. A second suspect tried to run, but was also caught by police. You know what's funny about this? Anybody want to bet that these 2 actually get put in jail? Does anybody want to bet that these 2 actually get jail sentences? Now, if you're just a San Francisco resident and some crazy drug-fueled lunatic attacks you, they're just going to let you out the same day. Right? San Francisco's struggle with poverty and drugs amid tech-driven wealth. San Francisco had once become home to the wealthiest people in the United States, rubbing shoulders with the president and burgeoning population in poverty and a narcotics epidemic that has made it a flashpoint in Americans' debate on drugs. It's because they don't arrest anybody. The second guy that was going in was probably going to steal the guy's wallet. Let's be honest here, by the way. Thinking back of what that guy, second person was going to do. In parts of the city, a fleet of high-tech, driverless, high-end taxis roam the streets, a nod to the city's tech industry. But just blocks away, the skyscrapers, designer brands, and exclusive bars give way to homeless shelters and rehab centers of the Tenderloin. Tents and tarpaulins. I don't know what that is. Is that like a tent, like a tarp house? Litter the streets, which often lack even basic amenities of grocery shops, pharmacies, let alone cafes or parks. Drug use remains in the open, commonplace, namely the highly addictive narcotic fentanyl. Narcotic use has spiraled, with ODs reaching nearly 3 times the U.S. national average, according to the CDC. After a record 806 people died in 2023. Overdoses declined to 21% in 2024, thank you, Trump, to just 635, and rates began creeping up again in 2026. This has become a public bugbear in recent years for many of the super wealthy. Oh, won't somebody think of the super wealthy? Won't anybody think of the super wealthy and that they have to deal with the drug addicts? U.S. President Trump's top former ally called the city a disaster, posting it on the platform on X. I think that's Elon, but they're afraid to name him. Once beautiful, thriving, now derelict zombie apocalypse. Musk also moved X's headquarters from San Francisco to Austin back in 2024, despite promises he would stay in the city, saying that he did so because he had had enough of dodging gangs and drug addicts just to get in and out of his own building. Trump himself said he would send in the National Guard to clean up San Francisco, blaming local Democratic politicians for destroying it. Well, yeah. I mean, this is the same city, though, that will clean up the streets for Xi Jinping from China, or they'll clear it up for Hollywood. They clear it up for the Super Bowl. Everyone's, oh, everything's safe, everything's good. Why is everyone always making fun of San Francisco? This is what Democrat policies look like. Walking zombies. It's the same. It's exactly the same as Portland, Seattle, Detroit, Philadelphia. I mean, yes, there is a common thread with all these cities, and that's Democrat leadership and soft on crime policies. But yeah, I can't wait to see what New York's like in 2 years. New York City, not all of New York, but New York City is already a super, super dangerous place to be. And look at this. Look at all the needles in the trash. Right next to children's fruit snacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can count a dozen needles in this one picture. A dozen needles in this one picture alone. Our job is to put the most amount of work possible. The homeless, it's all a scam, by the way. $50 billion or whatever spent on homeless, and the homeless numbers went up. Money does not fix homelessness. Money does not fix drug addiction. It just doesn't. But yeah, I guess keep stealing money through taxes and keep pouring it in there, Democrats. You know, someone in chat said, hey, Jeremy, can we call in to chat with you or send you a deep question? After 7 years of listening, I'll tell you this, Burls, we used to do call-ins, but I will make a special exception for you right now. If you post your question, I will answer it directly. I do have to redo that call out for PDS because I think I read the wrong thing. So while you're typing that, let me bring that back up again. I want to make sure I do right by my sponsors. All right. This stream is sponsored by PDS Debt. You see headlines, read the stories, then the impact shows up in your own numbers. Balances are rising, fees are piling up. That's when it's time for PDS Debt. Minimum payments are designed to stretch debt out for years, and PDS Debt has already helped hundreds of thousands of people reduce what they owe and take back control. Whether you're struggling with credit cards, personal loans, or medical bills, PDS Debt has custom options to get you out of debt. They go beyond the numbers to understand your unique financial situation and craft a personalized plan designed just for you. There's no minimum credit score required. And PDS Debt is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, boasts thousands of 5-star reviews on Google, 5-star rating on Trustpilot. Why? Because PDS Debt has helped hundreds of thousands of people get out of debt. I remember when I was dealing with debt, getting out of college, I wish I had known about this product. I definitely would have used it. When the numbers are clear, it's time to act. Take back control in 30 seconds. Get your free personalized assessment and the best option for you at pdsdebt.com/quartering. That's pdsdebt.com/quartering. pdsdebt.com/quartering. Link is also in the description below. All right. I'm giving Burls a chance. Giving Burls a chance here. By the way, I stream Monday through Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern with co-hosts. Friday, we do like Lone Wolf Cast, just me, just about an hour on Fridays. But I hope that if you're like watching on the homepage somewhere, click through to the channel and actually click that green follow button, because I go live all different times. Like, I'm definitely going to go live this weekend at an unscheduled time. So if you aren't following, you won't get notified when I go live. And it's obviously totally free. We could bring call-ins back for members. But I found that the call-ins kind of really killed the momentum of the show. So maybe we go like members only at the end and then do call-ins. Why can't you read all the crap at the start of the live stream like Rogan does? Dude, it was like 30 seconds. You're going to be okay. And the call-ins were kind of from the same 3 people. Yeah. I would like to do call-ins. Like, if you go to the quartering.com/join, I'll do call-ins, but I'd like to have like a group of people, you know? I'd like to have a nice selection of people. I would definitely bring back call-ins. Burl, so simple question. Responsibility. Do you feel parenting is a reason for why individuals have lost the plot? Well, I definitely believe in nature versus nurture. And I believe that nurture has a lot to do with the problems that are going on out there. Now, there is some degree, I think, of, once you're an adult, you are responsible for your own decisions, and you should be responsible for, at some point getting your own ish together. Does that make sense? I do think that kind of the iPad parenting is why we have so many Gen Z people struggling with attention span, struggling with the idea of kind of, working 2 jobs to get ahead, whining, ooh, rent's so high. Yeah, well, when I was young, my parents taught me to work hard. And when I wanted my own place, I worked 2 jobs. My wife worked 2 jobs so we could buy a home. And my second job was not, I worked a corporate job. And then on the weekends, I worked at a pizza place just to help pay off student loans and pay stuff. My wife worked in a pharmacy as her second job, even though she had a full-time job. So I do think that parenting is very, 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 very powerful. But I definitely know a lot of people who had bad parents that ended up being pretty good people. Sometimes a bad parent can serve as a good example of what you don't want. And so I think, what is the saying? Tough times create good men. Good times create bad men or lazy men. I think that's really, really, really important. So like, when things are good, like I remember I have a friend of mine that was like, he's pretty well off. And he's like, oh, I don't want my son to have to work. And I was like, bro, when I started working, I was 13 years old. And it taught me a lot about responsibility and work ethic. I've been consistently employed since the age of 13. I've never been unemployed. And like, that has been something that has like stuck with me. Not to say if you're unemployed, like between jobs, that makes you a bad person. I'm just saying like, it happens. Like even when I got laid off from my last corporate job, I had YouTube. So I always have like multiple resources. I learned that from my parents. So I think, it's easy times create weak men, right? So easy times have been like, the early 2000s were good for a lot of parents. And so parents who are in their 30s now have basically had some of the easiest times in history. Not all of them, but some of them. And I think that's why they end up building weak kids. So now that Gen Z is into the workplace, that's why they're really struggling. So I think being a good parent and parenting the same way, whether things are good or things are bad, is really the solution. Now, at some point, you can do everything you can, and your kid can still get addicted to fentanyl. There's a lot of stories of like, I gave them everything they need. Like, I had a good friend of mine. I was in a band with him when we were 15 and 16. God-fearing parents, loved him. He had a nice home, and he was still a raging alcoholic at 16 years old, living in a storage facility. Now, though, I heard that he's a pastor. So, you know, I think that parenting is definitely an important step, but at some point, people have to be willing to go out and be their own person. At least that's my opinion on it. I'm not calling in. I did one time, and I'm highly critical of my voice. I prefer sending you. Well, we do have that in the members area. In the members area, you can submit written questions. I'll talk to the co-hosts about, you know, adding some time on the show at the end for members. So, by the way, you get access to that if you're a member of Rumble Premium using my code, but also you can get into the members area by just go to thequartering.com/join, and you can message me directly anytime you want. Like, sometimes it takes me a couple days to get back, but I almost always get back to everybody's DMs. At some point that won't be feasible, but for now I basically get back to everybody. And then you can talk to all the members in the Discord, which is great too. And so with that, I'm going to log off. I'll be back on this weekend. Call-ins on the weekend. Yeah, maybe call-ins for like special shows or something like that. You know, maybe call-ins for special show or something like that. I'm going to send you guys over to Devori, since this is his official time slot. Make sure you follow the channel though. So if you're seeing me on the first time on the homepage, click through the quartering, click that follow button. Monday through Thursday, we're live at 2 p.m. Eastern, and Monday through Thursday, and then Fridays at 1 Eastern. So I really, really hope to see you guys. I hope you join the members area, thequartering.com/join. It's a couple bucks. Big homie, sorry you're late. But you get a couple bucks. It's a couple bucks, but you can talk directly to me, and then that'll be the way I gatekeep call-ins anyway. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you again probably Sunday with the stream. I'm guessing Sunday we'll do. So Sunday, so make sure you follow, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful, safe Friday.